What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome, here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day, or not, depending on where you're at, but I hope it is awesome. And man, oh man, have the cryptocurrency market sort of been going back and forth. But we saw Ethereum get back up to 1900. We saw Bitcoin get back to 29,000. But the story of the day and the story of probably the next month is probably going to be what we see right here in Pepe. And as you can see, this thing has been going absolutely nuts. Obviously, everyone's talking about it. Everyone's streaming about it. This is the next biggest engagement farming cryptocurrency out there. And because it's really about the community, right? A lot of us started building our own communities and things like that. And now we're sitting here in front of another project in Pepe that is booming, dude. Obviously everyone's like trying to find like, oh, when's the next SHIB? What is this gonna be the next SHIB? And I think people that are actually, and I put out a tweet on this earlier, is that the people that were obviously a part of SHIB in the very get-go of this whole thing, like back in the day, have sort of the same exact vibes of what we're seeing right now. I can actually sit here and say, I mean, being a part of that whole entire thing, with SHIB, you're starting to see it now. And I will say that there are a lot of vibes when it comes to what Pepe is doing right now at a much higher speed, a much quicker pace than that of what SHIB was doing. So it is very crazy. What's even crazy about this, and I got to get a laugh out of this, is look at this, dude. I never pull up crypto bubbles. This is one thing I never pull up. I can't stand this screen. But when I saw this, I just started like chuckling because, I mean, this is hilarious to me. I mean, like the biggest damn bubble I think I've ever seen in terms of a project, and it's up 619% over the last week. And this is the kind of stuff that I think a lot of us have waited for, right? This crypto market's been super boring over the last, I don't know, probably 9 months, right? I mean, it's just been wear and tear, right? Grinding through every day, grinding through what are we buying, what are we flipping? We're playing the leveraging, we're doing things like that. And then you have this cryptocurrency and Pepe come out of nowhere, come out of left field, and just tear up this entire market. And I guess these are the things that you live for. And when you're up, that's the best part, is when you're up. I get it, because I put out a tweet, and some people were like, well, if I couldn't afford to be in here, it's not that fun. But for the people that are actually in here making money, this is actually pretty damn fun. I've made some pretty damn good money off this. Obviously I wish I would have invested more money, for sure, dude. Who wouldn't want to invest more money and make more money? But I feel pretty happy with where I'm at, right? I made a pretty low risk play for me, right? Put a couple $1,000 in, and I'm up pretty damn good right now, right? 600%. Literally, I'm about 600% up from where I was at, dude. And dude, it's actually a really good feeling. I mean, you put in a couple grand and you're up 600%. I mean, well over $10,000 has been made on Pepe, and like that's a good feeling, right? I mean, it's a really, really good feeling. Obviously, there's people out there that are up hundreds of thousands of dollars on this, but it is what it is. But Dane, what's up, buddy? Yeah, SHIB Army Blaze token burned 2 billion. Yeah, that Blaze token's trash. They blocked me because obviously Crypto King Levi is the dev behind it, so they blocked me. So yeah, Blaze token's going to be a complete rug pull. So Incognito Jorge, what's up, man? Go Pepe. What's up, David? What's happening, people? It's good to see Incognito. I haven't seen you in a while. Tim Shades in the house. Trent, Marty, it's Summers. What's up, buddy? You got Gabe in the house too. Good to see Gabe. Michael, get some more Bone. Yeah, Bone, dude. Everything's on discount. If you go back and you actually look at like just the charts in general, like all the tokens that we're in, right? I mean, even Volt's on a discount, XRP's on a discount, SHIB's on a discount, MMAI's on a discount, Bone has been on a discount. So these projects that we're seeing right here are on massive discounts. And it's because the markets are going, it's all Pepe, man. It's so weird. This Pepe coin, no utility, is going to make a pump and dump. Please explain the madness. It's just because it's a meme. This is exactly what memes are, dude. This is exactly what SHIB is. There's nothing behind it. There's no utility. There's nothing. That's what meme coins are, right? There's no use case. Even people that try to build use cases with projects, typically the whole goal is to build community and it's a ride or die with the community. I mean, that's what Pepe is. And and the thing is that if you go to their website, I mean, they don't try to cover that up. They're just saying that the dogs have had their time, and now it's time for the frogs, Pepe, to take reign. So basically, it's just saying that we're tired of watching everyone play hot potato with the endless, SHIB and all these things, the Shiba Inu and this Inu and Doge Inu and all these things. And now they just came out with something completely different, and that's really what it is, dude. Nothing more, nothing less. People will be other people's exit liquidity. That's really what it comes down to. If you get in before everyone else, you'll make good money. If you get in after everyone else, you're probably going to get dumped on. I mean, that's just like, that is the memification of it all. Same with when GameStop was going crazy, right? That was like the meme coin, that was like this meme run up. What's up, Beaver? How you doing, dude? Yeah, what's up, Brad? Good to see you, man. Austin, check out WSB. It got rugged. I saw that yesterday on Twitter. A bunch of people talking about it. People are here to make money, and that's really what it is. What's up, Lena? Hung like a turtle. Let's get weird. John J. and Pepe will go to Mars. Hey, Austin, do you think Pepe can hit $1 billion market cap? I mean, shoot, dude. I think anything's possible with this, right? We talk about the 100X, right? I said this, I don't know, sometime earlier last week, right? Monday of this last week, I talked about the 100X on this thing. 100X would put this would make this about a 50 billion market cap, which is exactly where SHIB was at their all-time highs. Can this hit a 50 billion market cap? I don't know if it can hit a 50 billion market cap. I mean, that's pretty insane. That is SHIB running in a bull run, and same with Doge running in a bull run and hitting those market caps. Can this get to $1 billion? Yeah, I think it could probably get to $1 billion. I mean, shoot, it's already at 700 and almost 700 billion as of right now. So 300 billion away. I mean, it's pretty crazy to think, right? I mean, these percentages that you see right here, the 70% up in the last 24 hours. I mean, it's 600% up in the last 7 days. But these percentages are going to get a lot harder to hit, right? I mean, you're going to have a lot more money coming in, a lot less people selling to get these margins to go up the way they are. So it's going to get harder and harder and harder to make money. I mean, that's just sort of how it is. I put 200 in, but holy shit, slippage fee kicked my ass. You put slippage in on this? You shouldn't have to put slippage in on this, dude. Buy low, sell high. What price would Pepe be if it hit a 7 billion market cap? Well, I mean, we're at 7, so it'd be a 10x from right now. So if it hit a 7 billion market cap, you'd be at a 10x roughly, Gabe. I mean, give or take, right? So you'd be, I don't know where it would be. A 10x from now would probably put it at 40 something, I think would be a 10x. So all communities meet at Pepe. It's a perfect trading. It is. And like I said, when it comes to meme coins, utility is really, you don't need utility, right? When you have a lot of people just buying and selling a crypto, and people are day trading the hell out of this. Like, don't these trades are coming in left and right. I mean, there's no people are buying and selling, paying the gas fees. Gas fees have not gone below like $80 in the last like 7 days. When Pepe tattoo. Pepe's a funny name. Yeah, no, Pepe's a pretty funny name. It is pretty funny. I mean, people got really upset about it. I sort of got like, obviously there's a lot of people out there that make meme coins great again. So obviously the whole Trump thing, people got a little upset about that and felt offended by that. But I'm like, really? We're getting offended by that? They got offended by this right here, peeing on SHIB and all those kind of things. And it's like, it's just marketing, man. Like it's like when Conor McGregor would go out there and talk shit before his fights and everything like that. And people get so upset that he'd be out there just totally just, saying the things that he said, but he's like, dude, I'm just selling the fight. We're just marketing. It's not like I actually really hate you guys. And we're marketing this, you know what I mean? And he was just a really good marketer. And that's all this is. I mean, when SHIB came out, right, they were the Doge killer. Everyone was all pissed off. Oh, you're not going to be the Doge killer, and they're not right now they're below Doge on the ranking, right? Doge is number 8. They're number 16. They ran high for a long time there, but I wouldn't say that they've killed Doge, but I mean, I'd say in terms of market, in terms of return on investment, I definitely see that that SHIB has way higher returns than Doge did, right? That's what it's about here, is what is your returns going to be? Not necessarily how high it can be a market cap. Like, I mean, shoot, Pepe could jolt up into the ranking of 10, right? I mean, they're sitting here, which I think is funny. Like, coin market cap needs to get with the program here. They're ranked 2,600, right? They're doing the whole hex thing where it's like, we're not going to give you ranking because who knows why, right? So they're sitting at 2,600 over here, but then you got CoinGecko over here ranking them at 69. So they're up there in terms of ranking. Let's just say that passes SHIB, right? Well, it will pass SHIB in terms of market cap, but in terms of return on investment, you're not gonna be able to get it. And I don't know if this is their all-time low right here. It's saying it's only 3,000% up from their all-time low. So that really isn't that bad, but Coin Market Cap has them. I think they're almost 4,000 above. Could be more now that I saw this. Let's see. It's they're sitting there saying that they're 6,000%. So I mean, when you go and you look at Pepe, I mean, 6,000% up from their all-time low. If they 10x from now, that's a obviously that's a 60,000x. And then if they obviously did 100x from here, it would be a 600,000x from all-time low, right? Or 600,000%. Sorry, 600,000%. And when you actually break it down and you go and you look at SHIB, and I made a video on this just to let everyone know, but I'm going to break it down again. If you go back and you look at SHIB, yeah, Pepe could beat him in market cap, but in terms of return on investment, look at this, guys. They're still down 88.75% from their all-time high, yet from their all-time low, they're up almost 12 million% from their all-time low. Whether that's accurate or not, I don't know. But I would say that that's a crazy return on investment right there. Why are you promoting this bullshit, jumping on the bandwagon we see? No, we're excited, Jesse. It's not promoting bullshit. It's promoting places for people to make money, dude. People are making money hand over fist here. If you know how to trade crypto, you can get in on this whole Pepe thing, trading daily, dude. You know how many times I bought and sold Pepe in the past 7 days and made money? I mean, I'm up thousands of dollars. If people were doing it right and going in and buying it, and again, scared money doesn't make money. If you're scared to put money in, then you shouldn't put money in at all. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm jumping on the Memecoin, yeah, because there's money to be made, Jesse. I mean, we're here to make money. We're not here to sit and twiddle our thumbs. So maybe I said it wrong. I got hit with the gas fee, the gas fee is ridiculous, dude. Sell Pepe. Pepe will be a top 10. Well, if Coinbase lists his game over, dude. He jumped on that bus. And what's up, Austin? What's up, Dustin? How you doing, dude? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on the chat here. My guy, appreciate you popping into the stream this morning. Yeah, it was just crazy. I popped in. I was just posting the question to meme coins, and everyone thought I was talking about Volt. I wasn't just talking about Volt. I was talking about just meme coins in general. The question that I posed wasn't for anything in specific. It was just saying, I think meme coins should go to 0%. We're starting to see a real big rally, and we're seeing a lot of people buy and sell. The volume goes up. But man, those maxis definitely get out of control when they feel that you're talking about their project. And it was like, no, I'm generalizing the meme coin space. I'm not talking about one specific project. I'm just generalizing. But yeah, no, I appreciate it, Jake. Austin, I saw an uphold. There's a fee for transaction. Oh, really? I did not know that, dude. $200 plus for a fee. Oh my gosh, on XRP. I will get Pepe tattoo live on it if it gets to $1 million. Oh my gosh, dude. If it gets me to 1 million, I'm at 1 billion Pepe. Okay, so $1 million. All right. I have to see how much I have. I don't have my phone. Oh, I do got my phone on me. But you go back to SHIB. Like I said here, I'm still going to pull up SHIB here on Coin. Let's compare it to CoinGecko here real quick and see what their total. So yeah, look, they're saying that there's 17 million. They're saying that they're 17 million% up from their all-time low. Like, you can't compare that. Like, so Pepe will never hit a 17 million% return from their all, because in all reality, like, the math just doesn't work out, right? You'd have to be like trillions and trillions of dollars to even get close to what SHIB did. So that's why I think it would be hard for anything to be another SHIB in terms of just percentages gained like that. But they could pass them in market cap. I think market cap's on the table for sure, dude. Right? Could it be a bigger cryptocurrency project than SHIB and beat them in terms of market cap? Hell yeah, I think that could definitely happen for sure. But not from a return on investment standpoint. Did one poll just have to answer 3 and stay on for 50 minutes? Did one poll just have to answer 3? What are you talking about, Trent? What are you talking about, buddy? Austin, how much do you think CZ will sit on the sidelines before listing Pepe? I don't know. Scare money don't make money. Heck yeah, dude. That's how I look at it. I'm sure someone said Pepe is like 120,000x them on markets are rubbish. I don't think that they're up 120%. I mean, even if you go to their, I don't know where their all-time low was. Let's go to Pepe here real quick. I don't know if Dex Tools actually shows their all-time low. Does it actually show? It says 10 zeros 1060. Again, how accurate that is, I don't know. That's probably pretty accurate, right? We could probably zoom in on this bad boy. So they're saying that that's 10 zeros it started with. What is this saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, shit, dude. That's about right. I mean, 10 zeros 1060, and this is saying. So I don't know. It could be interesting to sort of see where this goes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is saying 7 zeros for their all-time low. 7 zeros. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly where their all-time low was. Austin, why does Uphold charge fees? I don't know. That's crazy if it is. Can we take the taxes off of MMA? I'm going to talk to the team, dude. I've been talking to the team about that for a while. About taking it off, and we've talked about taking it off when we're dropping some stuff. But I think taxes are honestly overrated. Now that I think about it, MMA, I never really used the taxes for anything. Yeah, it was used for some funding and things like that, but it was never used to really build out what MMA has got going on. So it's now available on Coin. Okay, shit, that's badass. I just looked up whole charges. That's crazy. They charge and things like that. Why bone price dump? I think people. I think people are selling their all these projects right here, dude. Everyone's selling to get into Pepe. This Pepe run is insane, guys. A lot of us have been waiting for something like this in quite some time. We've been waiting in this boring this bear market, right? Everyone's been down. Everyone's been sort of like waiting for something to happen, and now we're at 1703. We're back almost to the all-time highs for Pepe, and this thing is running, guys. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Need you to forget pleb. I saw that, dude. 700 million market cap. Austin, I tried many platforms to buy Pepe, but can't because I'm in the US. How do I get? You're going to have to do it on Uniswap, Dustin. You have to buy it on Uniswap. I thought about day trading Pepe since it's so up and down, but I don't have enough to talk. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, and if you're going to do it, do it on MEXC. You could do some leverage trading on MEXC. You can see a lot of people are on MEXC right now. So if you are in the States and your state allows you to do MEXC, I would highly advise to do the leverage trading over there on MEXC. So yeah, Austin, what are the deposit fees? That's what Uphold is charging me. I don't know. I can't stand Uphold. I deleted Uphold once I saw that like they just weren't that great. So I sort of dipped out on them doing that. So cool. Let's see here. What did you say, fans? I accidentally said it was Friday. I felt like Friday, dude. This is fun. Yeah, and that's really what it's for. This is mostly just for fun. You can get past the state thing if you use a VPN program. Yeah, you could use like NordVPN if you want to. Binance listed SHIB about 6 weeks after its first big run. Yeah. And if you look at, like, I've compared this before, if you go back and you start to really, and I don't know if I can actually pull this back because if I do TradingView, I don't know if TradingView actually does a good job of this. Yeah, they don't go all the way back to our initial. This is like one of the initial runs right here but they don't really do a good job of showing that. So let me go to all here. So this right here, this initial run, this is where Pepe's at. I'm not even lying, dude. Like right here, this is Pepe to a T. This little bump right here on SHIB, this is the SHIB chart, just to let everyone know. This little bump right here is exactly the same amount of volume that went through SHIB in the early days. This is when I got into SHIB. Was right here on this initial run. And look at that, dude. 424 million in 24-hour trade volume. Again, this was pumping a lot of millions. Let's go back and look at Pepe. They're pulling, let's see how many days they're pulling here. I mean, let's go all. I mean, look at these, dude. You're pulling in, again, big days, 463. They might be pulling in more volume than SHIB did early on. I'm going to be honest. I think that they might be pulling in more volume. This thing is ramped up way more than SHIB did. This came quick, right? Yeah, Luke, I'm with you, man. If you went through the SHIB pump, again, a lot of people came to crypto because of the SHIB pump, and a lot of people are going to come to crypto because of the Pepe pump, dude. Like we should be happy for that. Like I'm happy for that. That just brings more people in. There's been people that are just now getting into crypto and hearing about it because of Pepe. And they're like, oh, shit, I'll buy into Pepe and see what happens. And now you're going to have a lot more people entering into the market here, which is great, right? You need some new money and things like that. This brings that opportunity. But you can see right after this initial pump, look at this, dude. About a month, not even a month later, dude, right? Almost the exact same time frame. Look at this, guys. Pepe came out, 12 days ago? So they came around right around almost 3 years from the time that this thing started going wild. This is almost on the same exact path as SHIB, dude, 3 years ago. This could freaking, man, this was the GMC rally right here. I mean, if this is on the same trajectory as SHIB, here in about by the 7th to 10th, it should go up this high. Just kidding. That's a hard prediction. But I mean, this is crazy. What's going on, Austin? Good to see you, man. Pepe going crazy. I'm up nice amount. 2 more zeros. I'm going to act all wild like a Ric Flair. Can you make a video on how to set up an account on Uniswap? I did. I put out a video, bro. I put out how to buy Pepe. I did it. If you go follow it, Dustin. Let's see. I can. I made a video 2 days ago saying how to buy Pepe. I was trying to be like BitBoy. Everyone's putting out videos on how to buy Pepe. You know, so even Zach Humphreys put out a video how to buy Pepe. Everyone's putting out a how to buy Pepe. So because it's getting so many views, you just type in where to buy, how to buy Pepe, and you'll get like 1,000 people out there trying to buy Pepe or 1,000 videos. I watched that video. I can't get an account set up. You just have to log into, you just have to say launch app and just connect your decentralized wallet. So you have to download like a MetaMask wallet, dude. Or like a non-custodial wallet. It's not an account. You don't set up an account. You're just using your non-decentralized wallet. BitBoy is even showing you how to buy Pepe. It's probably because he's the creator of it. He's probably behind the creation of Pepe. Again, for that kind of guy, for him to come out and talk about buying Pepe, he's probably behind it. If I had to, but this is pretty crazy right here. It said the investor Dove Smart Money bought 188.6 billion SHIB with 96.5K and later sold for 95.3 billion SHIB for a staggering 1.18 million. Smart Money currently holds 92.3 billion SHIB, valued at approximately 929K, and has made around 2 million on SHIB alone. In addition to impressive SHIB gains, Smart Money has also profited handsomely from Pepe, purchasing 72.83 billion, which is about 19 ETH. So again, like this guy is buying in, hoping that you're going to hold and sell high. So a lot of the people that were buying into SHIB are now buying into what we're seeing here. And I mean, $36,000 in SHIB. I mean, shit, I'm right at like 12. So I'm what, 1/3 this guy, not 12 to 40. Yeah, about 1/3 of what this guy has in there. So I'm sitting pretty. I feel good, and you never know if this thing actually does go up to a 50 billion market cap. I mean, you're sitting on 100x. I mean, and all right, maybe a little less than that. It's probably about an 80x. But still, I mean, that's some serious money. No, you'll always have a taper off Pepsi. These are the hardest times to buy. See, what happens is that this is where everyone's buying, and we're almost to an all-time high on stream. But what happens is that people are afraid to buy here because they're like, oh, shit, it's selling off. Like, this isn't the time to buy, So they are afraid to buy this dip. And then this thing goes crazy, right? So, I mean, if you bought this dip yesterday, this dip was yesterday. If you bought this dip yesterday, you were up almost 100% on your investment, dude, if you bought that dip. But people are afraid to buy that dip because they just don't know what's going to happen. So people are usually now going, oh, it's on the green, I'm going to go buy now. That's like a psychological thing. I don't quite understand the psychology of it because the last thing I want to buy is on a green. Like I will not be buying Pepe on this green. I'll wait for the down. Maybe this thing will come back down and maybe hit around this 12 mark and then maybe have another run. I don't know. But I will not. I just don't buy on these greens. Well, as long as we make money, I hope he pumps. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Don't feel dumb to ask questions. Just ask. We will all, 100% ask questions, man. The SHIB killer. Yeah, that's what people are calling it. They're calling it the SHIB killer now, right? Austin, I said manual wallet on Uniswap. Will that work for Pepe? Yeah. That should work for Pepe because you could just log into Uniswap and then use that wallet to purchase Pepe. You just got to have ETH. You'll convert ETH. I bought that Pepe dip yesterday. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Only thing I wish is I would have bought more, right? That's the only thing. You always look back and go, man, I wish I would have bought more. What's Pepe's starting market cap was 10K. Is that where it was? 10K starting market cap? That's insane, bro. I bought the dip Pepe video coming out tonight. Hell yeah, get that Crypto Smith. Did you see WSB coin drama? I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. What do you think of this coin, Pepo? I don't know what I think of that coin. I don't know. All I know is that we're about to hit an all-time high here on stream. Let's get back to can you think we can get back to this 1847 all-time highs? Oh man, this is gonna get crazy. 1847. Let's see if I can zoom this up a little bit. There we go. 1847. That's what we got to get to. 1847. Think we can do it? Wow, thank you. That's wild, dude. Hey, what's up, Ganga? How you doing, dude? Pepe just joins out of the 4 market cap is. Austin, we go into the 20s. We go into the 2. Oh, you think we're gonna go to the 2s? Oh shit, 20s. Yeah, you thinking we're gonna go bypass this? Go to 502. Hey man, you never know, dude. You just never know. Did you guys? What do you guys think of? Not to bring this in here. What do you guys think of Biden? You see, the Republicans just on the attack when it comes to Biden, dude. Shit's getting wild, bro. The shit is getting wild. They're on the attack now. Now all the Republicans are going after him. Insert, thanks so much for becoming a new member of the A team. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. You are now officially a member of the A team. Thank you very, very much. Pepe had a 727 million market cap. I know this thing is climbing too. 1764. We're gonna see if we can break it here on stream. You think be in the Tuesday? Oh wow. Did you say I have to buy ETH to transfer to buy Pepe? Yeah, you'll have to, because that's what you're converting. You're converting your ETH to Pepe. Here, I'll do it here on stream for you. So let's just go to Uniswap again. Make sure you do. You go to uniswap.org. You're gonna go up here where it says launch app. You'll click launch app, and then you'll say up here, you'll say connect, and then you'll choose which one you want. You can do Wall Connect, but if you have a Uniswap, you can just click Uniswap. I have a MetaMask, so I'm going to click MetaMask here. It's going to show up my MetaMask wallet here. I got to type in my password, obviously. There, and now you can see it's right here. And then you'll just go in and you'll select coin. You'll come in here where it says select coin. Go to Pepe. You'll click on this view contract, and you'll get the right contract address. So just make sure you get to the right Pepe to get the right copy. You copy the address, go back here. You'll say select coin. You'll convert it, and then there's Pepe. And you'll say, I understand. And then you got your ETH, which will give you a balance to your Pepe. And so you'll hit max or whatever you want to buy. And then you'll just make sure you go up here. This has a 20. I don't know why it's at 22%. That's crazy. You could make sure that your slippage is at a 0. And then you can obviously determine what you're going to buy it at. So it's pretty easy to do, dude. Market cap is BS metrics for cryptos. It is. It's a smoke and mirror event. And you can go down here and you can actually check your routers. So again, I'd be purchasing this under the V3. So that's where it's going to come from, is the V3 pool. So just be cautious, or just be aware of like where you're buying it from. So, and then you'll have to obviously pay gas, and gas is not cheap right now. Gas is still sitting at 86. So gas is still pretty damn high. Austin, did you buy some Mung? I did not. I did not buy Mung. People were hitting me up about it all day long, and I should have bought some, but just out of fun. I mean, everything we're buying here is just like, there's no long-term utility in anything that anyone's buying here. WSB, Wojak, Bob, Mung, Poo, all these things are just straight meme. There's no use case behind them. If you're looking for use case, if you're looking for utility, like none of these cryptos have it. And like you're literally buying to get in at a better entry than someone else, and then you're selling on whoever else buys it. That's really what this comes down to. So everyone that got in before you is going to sell on you. Like that's how it is here in this space. You just got to be able to be comfortable with being exit liquidity for everyone else. But that's the name of the game when it comes to meme coins. Like no one here should be shocked about that. Like let me put it out there. Let me start with saying these meme coins are literally who can buy first to then sell later. Okay. Like that's all this is. SHIB was the same way. SHIB was the first people there, made out on it. Everyone else lost. Like that's the meme coin world. Okay. So again, that's why it's hard to buy on green candles, because you are now exit liquidity for people, and people day trading the hell out of this. Okay. That was the best explanation of a complete meme coin that I've ever heard. I mean, I feel that some people are afraid. I don't know, like are afraid to sort of say that. I don't know. Maybe they're afraid they're going to get attacked. Who knows? That's really what it is, dude. That's the best way to sum it up. And if you get in before someone else, you're going to make out big. If you don't, yeah, sorry, man. You're going to be in for a world of hurt, man. Elizabeth Warren can shove. Oh my God, GS. Did I just see someone else come a member? Brad, dude, thank you so much for becoming a member of the A team. You are officially now a member of the A team. It's called Pepe Poo. Interesting. I thought Biden was useless. Then I saw Kamala Harris. Oh my god, dude! Man, they're going after him hard, dude. They're going after him for the bribery, dude. Did you see the bribery charges they're going after him for? I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. Here we go again. Oh my god, it's so crazy. Biden lightens his White House schedule, lets Harris take lead in all meetings. That's crazy, dude. Oh man. Let's see here. We'd be millionaires if DT was president. No, who knows? I don't know. Mark cap is BS metric for cryptos. Yeah, I think I read that earlier. Let's see here. What is the impact you use? I don't use any. I have never used any slippage for Pepe, dude. What is the complete best explanation? Oh, I just read that. Shannon, dude, thank you so much for the $20 super sticker, man. I really appreciate Shannon. Always showing me love. Really, really appreciate that a ton. You're awesome, dude. Meme coins are similar to musical chairs. Dude, EcoBell, exactly. First people in, first people. That's the thing that was so crazy about this is that people get so upset when someone come out, an influencer would come out and launch a project and they would say, hey, you got to buy. This is exciting. We got this and we got that. You know, they got in early and they would buy it and people would then come in and buy it up the chart and do all that kind of stuff. And then they would sell, right? Into a complete pump and dump. That's what happens. That is meme coin to a T. Pepe is no different than that. You know what I mean? Pepe's doing just on a large scale, on a very large scale. But the people are making a ton of money here, and I'm for people making money, dude. Pepe is going to make it. It's already brewed millionaires. Biden is running again from law. Yeah, I know. Trump will pump the markets. Probably. Austin, you think that AI Doge, do you hold any, Austin? I have not touched AI Doge. I didn't even know that was, I did hear someone say something about that. I'm getting on people selling all the SHIB. I can get in at a discount. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's so many things out there for a discount right now. It's insane. Even Bones at a discount. Everything's at a discount right now. And a lot of it's going into Pepe right now. People want to they want to turn their 10,000 into 20,000 or 2 million, right? That's their whole goal. And we'll probably continue to see that. My father sent me a metrics today, which was showing it was pretty telling metrics on basically saying that even if we go into a recession, cryptocurrency will actually probably come out of it pretty strong, right? Because the tech world already got beat up. The tech industry is the first to come out of a recession, right? It's the first to go in, the first to come out. And the tech industry got beat up. Tesla, Apple, all these things, Bitcoin, everything got beat up. And now we're starting to see the come up of it. And we're going to come out of it before the rest of the world does, even if we fall into a recession. So what's up, Seiko? Good to see Seiko Hunt here. Explain V2 and V3, but same address for Pepe. Yeah, so yeah, be careful. So there's two different Pepes out there right now. And the reason why is because they opened up basically there's two liquidity pools. You can see right here, there's the first one, number one right here, which is V2 pool, and then there's a V3 pool. So if you click on this one, it's a totally different pool here, which carries, this thing was, dude, this was at a 4 million liquidity, or sorry, it was a 2 million liquidity a couple days ago. Now it's at a 4 million liquidity. All it is just different liquidity pools put into Pepe. That's all it is. It's just a V3 contract and a V2 contract. There's really no difference between them. They both carry the same price. It's just a matter of where you bought it and where you're selling it out of. Because in all reality, if you buy into a V3 and you sell into a V3 and there's no liquidity, you're screwed. So it's like you got to be careful at where you're buying these, where you're actually pulling your liquidity out of, or you're actually buying out of. Make sure you understand that. Austin, what do you think of AI Doge? I don't know enough about it. I will be surprised if Binance lists Pepe anytime soon. Yeah, it'd be shocking. Some of these big tier exchanges probably will at some point. What blows my mind is a company like Robinhood. Robinhood went out there and listed Doge, right? And dude, Robinhood made a killing off of Doge. Like Robinhood is what made, Doge is what made Robinhood. Go back and look, right when they actually launched their IPO and they went out there and they did everything. That was during the whole run with Doge. And they came back and showed that Doge, all the Doge transactions are actually what carried Robinhood. And then once they stopped doing the meme coin thing, they fell into a massive hole. And look how long it took them to list SHIB. If they came back and listed Pepe or something like that on a Robinhood or did something along those lines, dude, they would go nuts, right? But again, they're a little bit behind the times. They're actually, to tell you the truth, they're really behind the times. But these exchanges are all about transactions, and if people are going to use those exchanges to do leverage trading and things like that, yeah, they're gonna eat it up, man. Absolutely eat it up. So, dude, what is up, Filipino Chef? Thank you so much for the $10 donation, man. Hope all is well with you. I haven't seen Filipino Chef in a minute, dude. Hope your business is doing well. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much for the $10 and stopping by and saying hello, man. That's fantastic, dude. Long time A-teamer in the house here, and I can always appreciate that. If we fall into a session, no one is buying tech. Well, it'll be the first thing that comes out for sure. But I think we might have already seen the bottom of the tech. If I had to like really pick that out, yeah. Has been a long time. Yeah, it's been a while, dude, since I've seen Filipino. Pepe, Pooh, and Steve at the moment. There's an actual token called Steve. Do you foresee Pepe losing another 0.2? Some people do. Again, I think that we see these things in rallies. So you'll see this thing ramp up, right? And then it'll probably come down and probably hit a floor down here somewhere. And then it hits another high, right? And that sort of seems to be the what we're seeing right now. But this thing is go back and look. I mean, we were just talking about this. It was at a 70. It was at 55,000 holders, then 70,000 holders, now 85,000 holders. I mean, like every couple of days, this thing's going up like 5,000 holders. It's wild, dude. Absolutely wild. And when you compare it back to SHIB, SHIB's sitting at almost 1.3 million holders. I mean, this has a massive opportunity. It's just the hype alone is enough to probably sustain it. To be honest with you guys, that's really what carries a lot of these meme coins is the hype. We'll see how long this hype goes. You know what I mean? Someone create a Pepe on a BNB chain. These ETH fees are crazy. Yeah, I think there is did someone already do that? You're saying that someone did, right? Have I seen Caspa today? I have not. Is it doing very well? Pepe is on MEXC. Yes, Pepe is on MEXC. Yes. What's up, Austin? It's been a minute. I'm expanding. I'll be at Intel's biggest cafe at the end of the month. Oh, wow, dude. Adding a second cafe and production kitchen next month. Dude, I'm so happy to hear that, man. I know that you were working hard at it, a year ago. And, dude, just to hear that is badass, dude. 100%. Yeah, that's fantastic, Filipino Chef. I'm so happy for you, dude. Hitting your dream. That's what I want to hear, man. Dude, congrats to you, bro. 100 Billy soon. You guys are dumb. Gaming meme, AI, anonymity, Inu coins is where it's at. Kev. SHIB just went back to 1.0. Oh, did it go back up? Oh, yeah. It's sitting at 9.8. So, yeah, we went back to a 0. Yeah. Should invest in Caspa with 3 listens within a day. KuCoin news coming. Okay, shit. That's actually pretty cool to hear. Will Binance list Pepe? I don't know. I don't know. I see there's a baby Pepe. Any thoughts? There's going to be so many freaking meme coin. This is meme. Pepe has sparked a meme coin rally. So I posted a question on Jake Gagan's channel, and I put a tweet out there. I want to hear from the A team here. I got a lot of pushback from Jake's channel, from all the people that were on Jake's stream today, and the Volt community, because the Volt community thought I was talking about them when I was just mostly generalizing meme coins. Wasn't necessarily talking about Volt. I just basically said, and I stand true to what I said here. And maybe I'm wrong, but I want to hear what the A team has to say about this. Let me know your thoughts on this. Here, I'm going to put it up here. Do you guys think you guys think that this is yes or no? I said the winds are changing thanks to Pepe, and I'll be the first to say it. Meme coins with taxes will not make it. Sorry. Maybe I should put up a poll, and I think that's the right thing to do. I'll put up a poll here on stream. And we'll do a poll if you think meme coins are going to die. Let me add a stream. Let's do a poll. Will meme coins There we go. I put out a poll. Will meme coins with taxes die? Let me know your thoughts. I got a lot of kickback on this. And again, I wasn't talking about any project in specific. I wasn't talking I know the Volt Max out there were thinking I was talking about Volt. I wasn't specifically talking about Volt. I was just saying people have to eventually move away from taxes, right? And they're like, well, without tax, and so like Rodney and Jake and Bleez and Jazz were all saying that taxes are needed because taxes are what runs the project, right? Taxes are what drives a project, and without taxes, how are you going to pay for influencers? How are you going to pay for listings and that kind of stuff, right? And so my question is that, and they're saying, well, because if you don't have taxes, that means that the project developers are selling on top of the investors to pay for marketing and things like that. But that's sort of what meme coins are, right? I mean, that's exactly what SHIB did. That's exactly what a lot of these projects do, because that's sort of how it goes. But I want to know, meme coins without taxes will die too. I love it, dude. Well, you can't say that about SHIB. So you think SHIB's going to die and Doge's going to die? There's no way, dude. Those aren't going to die. Tax is a scam. Taxes or no taxes, the devs can always dump. That's true. That's true. And again, like I'm pretty sure that the team, I'm pretty sure that Volt at some point, I'm sure that the team has probably sold and repurchased, sold and repurchased, sold and repurchased, and all those things too. Again, that's not a bad thing. It's just, I think it's actually positive. I honestly believe that. I think being able to create dips and places for people to enter are super good. There are no costs. The taxes help fuel the Ponzi. Kev coming in hot here. So right now, I mean, honestly, pulling this up right now, I'm looking at 65% are saying yes. Wow, you guys are crazy. You guys are really going in on this, huh? 65% say that 65% say that meme coins with taxes will die. 35% are saying no. Yeah, taxes are a scam because if you win the lottery, they collect major gains. Yeah. What's the saying out there right now? The taxes are not fraud. What's the word that they were using? I heard a lady say it the other day. What was it? Taxes are criminal. That's what she said. Taxes are criminal. She said it when she tipped someone, and she's like, "Oh, I'll tip you in cash because I don't want you to pay taxes because taxes are criminal." That's what she said. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think that taxes are criminal? Unless taxes are going back to the community like Everrise, okay. I'm about to sprout off what I typically say about taxes. Whether or not it applies here is so true. Taxation is theft. All right. So we got a lot of people thinking that taxation is theft. All right. I'm starting to get that feeling too. Even to the point where I talked about 2 months ago with the MMAI team about getting rid of taxes, and we're going to get rid of those taxes at some point. I'm trying to push for it sooner rather than later. I want taxes off the project. I think taxes, I'm just not a big fan of taxes anymore. I don't think that it really helps anything, especially if the team's not using those. I mean, the team gets the taxes, but that's not what's, the team doesn't need the taxes to actually deliver utility on the project, right? That's the issue here. There's a lot of the projects need those taxes to be able to build whatever they're building and all that kind of stuff, right? Like that's what we see. We see those where people are using those taxes to get marketing. We see them where they're using those taxes to build their use case or whatever it is. But in all reality, like if you have a project where they're not using those those taxes come to the project and then they use it towards whatever they're doing, but they don't need those taxes to be successful, then do you really need taxes? I guess that's the big question, right? The tip I get from our guests are taxes. How many times I get from our guests are taxed? The tips I get from our guests are taxes. What are you saying, Shannon? Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Pepe is going to pass Quant's market cap. Oof, that's crazy. You think it's going to beat Mark? Then that's crazy. It's coming down just a little bit right now. 16.95 right now. There's a report that over 63% of all crypto trades are wash trades and keep high volume. Bitcoin is the highest wash trade coin. And I agree, Reg. The wash trading is huge, right? I mean, I'll get a perfect example, dude. And I'm not using, like I said, I know people will get mad that I'm using Volt again, but it's because I follow Volt, right? I have a bag of Volt, and so I follow them closely on what they got going on here. They're doing 24 million in 24-hour trade volume, but their price has been pretty stagnant. And in all reality, I mean, like just over the last, let's just go over the last month. I mean, it's been down pretty heavily, right? But you could see, they were up here. They were trading at like 20 million, and then they start to fall, right? But you could see, they have a shit ton of 24-hour trade volume going through here, but their price continues to dip, right? So to me, like that just shows if you have that much volume going through, and you're ranked almost a 400 ranking. your price isn't going up, right? It's not going up. It's just being wash traded, and that's not a bad thing, right? Keep that volume going. I mean, it's good marketing. It's good smoke and mirror type thing, and not that that's bad. It's just wash trading. Like, let's just call it what it is. Volt would moon if they permanently got zero taxes and renounced the contract. Then Voltoshi should run his own medbots for marketing wallet. That's actually not a bad idea, and that's probably what's happening with Pepe, right? They're saying that Pepe is out here, selling on top of the community. I don't think so, dude. I think that they have their own medbots in here, just like you said right here, dude. You go through, look at these guys. They're making, they're selling. You go back and look at the last bot that bought right here. They bought at $10. They bought at 10. Same bot. They bought at 10 ETH. Then they came up here and they sold. Oh no, sorry, it's a different bot. They sold for 25.50. Then they bought in again for 25.4. And then they haven't sold yet. So they're waiting for that time to catch someone to where they could actually sell for a profit, right? But these front-running bots right here, some people don't like them because you get pinched. Like, look at this guy. Well, actually, that guy didn't get pinched. Let's see. There's a couple people that get pinched in here. Yeah, like right here. Well, it's a different one. I mean, where the fuck are these guys buying? Why are they these are like untraditional med bots right now. Okay, right here. Perfect example, right? They bought in 8.66. They bought in for 8.66. They sold for 8.69. So they're making 0.04 ETH or 0.03 ETH off this, but they're doing it 1,000 freaking times a day, right? So they're able to take that back and make money off that as a team. The team you guys, Matt was probably knocked up on Fiverr. So you don't think that taxes doesn't secure the coins project? Nah, no way, dude. I think I'm over the taxes thing. I don't think it really secures anything. I think it's no. Minimum tax is required. I think so too. Auto-corrected. Oh, did you what did Shannon say? The tips I get from our guests are taxed how many times? Oh, they're taxed. Well, we get. I think if you give me $10, I think I pay $4 to YouTube. So like I get $6, which is crazy, right? It's a crazy thing. Like you're giving $4 away. What's it been now? 6 months for MI? Get rid of taxes. I agree, Larry. I'm with you. I've already talked to the team. We all know the Volt devs pump their own charts. Oh, I don't think that that's a bad thing, right? I don't think that if Volt's pumping their own chart, that's not a bad thing. It's just marketing. It's just like it just is what it is, right? I'm okay. Like I'm okay with it, guys. I think I'm past the whole like I got upset because once you fully understand like what really is going on, see Pepe is coming down. See, this is what happens, right? You're gonna wait for it to come down, try to settle somewhere, and then rebuy the dip, right? I think I'm past this like being shocked that like these things are happening. Like they're happening, and it's okay. And if you know that they're happening, you should feel better about your investment. Actually, you're paying 125 for shit coins and are worried about a 2% tax. Well, it's not always 2%. I mean, some are like 10%, 14%. And if you're buying and selling, I mean, that's a 28% turnaround. That means your project has to go up 28% on top of your gas. So not only are you 28%, but now you're paying an additional $105 to get that back. That's a lot of money, dude. Even if it's even like MMAI, right? MMAI is a 5% buy, 10% sell. It's a 15% turnaround. So that means your project has to go up 15% to even break even, right? So that's what I'm trying to say here is that a lot of people will avoid that because they don't want to be 15% down by the time they buy and sell something, right? They don't want to be 28% down by the time they buy and sell something. So yeah, I'm having trouble figuring out how to connect the Coinbase wallet to Uniswap. Yeah, Coinbase wallet is not a good wallet, but you'd have to do it through the browser function of inside your wallet. So yeah, it's inside your wallet, dude. You have to go to the browser function, type in Uniswap, make sure it's uniswap.org, and then you'll be able to enter in there and have your wallet connected in there. The Jared from Subway Medbot is making 400 ETH per day right now from hundreds of meme coins. Taxes are like Telegram. There are gimmicks to diamond hands, so you become exit liquidity. I'm sort of feeling the same way. I don't mind the pumps when you understand how it works. I'm crypto rich. I'm with you, man. I don't know if I don't know if I'm against it either. Like, if you understand it and follow it, then you should finally figure it out, right? Volt Inu is 13% in, 13% out. Big A coming in hot with the Volt. Don't forget, you also pay 35 to 40% tax on the government. Yeah, you're right, dude. Especially if you're a short term, right? Short term investing. So that's another thing too. If you're buying and selling this stuff, like if you're buying and selling, so like for instance, I bought and sold Pepe. I bought it made a couple grand, sold it. Well, I'm paying, that's a short-term gain, right? That's not long-term gain. I'm paying short-term gain. So I'm paying a 30% tax on that. So now, roughly I'm paying, I don't know, 2K is 200. So I'm paying like $600 just for that buy and sell right there. Then I'm buying again, paying all the little things. And then I'm making, another couple grand, sell it. So you can see right there, I'm paying an additional fee. So I'm right then and there, I have to account that I probably, have to pay $800 in taxes off of what I bought and sold right there. So yeah, it's pretty wild when you think about it. Coinbase wallet sucks, Junebug. I'm not gonna lie. Volter, thanks so much for the $2. 4chain, is that 4chain or 4chan and Voltinu? And just to preface this, I still own my Volt from the V1 migration. I still hold that Volt. That's still in my wallet today. Never touched it. It's always sat there. And I probably will never touch it. You know what I mean? There's no reason to. If it moons, it moons. Every time this goes up, it goes up. I don't even look at it, dude. It's money that I've accounted for from the very beginning of Volt when I migrated over using Everrise. And it's just sat there, dude. I've never touched it. And I probably never will, unless it like does something massively crazy and I make a lot of money off of it. But, we'll see. There's no reason to. The gas fee to buy Pepe is, yeah, dude, this is what will drive down. Unfortunately, this is what will drive down the rise of some of these, right? Eventually, these gas prices get too intense, which is why the Ethereum blockchain sucks. I mean, in all reality, we love it for the security of it. We love it because the accessibility of it. It's easy to go through it. But in all reality, it's really bogs down when you get to these. And this isn't even during the bull run. Wait till you're paying $200-$300. Way better. Awesome, my man. I hope you really have a bag of Volt at the end. You're going to be happy and have one. I do. No, I've had it from V1, dude. I've had it from the very get-go, dude. I've never touched it. Fair riding the have one, but don't take this too far, hiding the real reason behind your beef with Volt. No, my beef with Volt is I never hit it way better. My beef with Volt is Pablo Crow. I think the guy's an asshole. I think he treats people like shit, and people in the Volt community let him treat people like shit, and it turns off people wanting to support Volt. It turns off me wanting to support Volt because of people like him. And I get that he's been there from day one, and I get that he's like sort of like the people that have really been rallying Volt. But he does treat people like shit. And he treated me like shit for supporting Volt and telling me what I should be doing and shouldn't be doing on my channel. And so that's my beef. I haven't hid from that. I've called him out multiple times. And then he's out here talking shit about Pepe because people are buying into Pepe and he's salty. Who knows why? Probably because he's, people are leaving the project and he's seen his money decline. Who knows? But that's my real reason. I've never hid from that. I still hold a bag. I support it. I love Jake. I love Rodney. I'm going to support those guys. I'm going to support the people that are in my A team for Volt. I'm still holding Volt. I just will not support it with someone like Pablo Crow and his little, doofuses behind him that are just a bunch of assholes. And they treat people like shit. And it really turns people off when you do that, right? We've been through that phase of treating people like garbage because they're selling your project. Like, it's so immature. And it's just and people like that, like they're afraid to talk about it because he's like, I'm the savior of Volt and savior of these people, and how dare you sell? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude! What a turd! It's like watching the kids bounce across the fence. Volt Thunder was bought and paid for by influencers. Yeah, I mean they did a really good job with Volt, with the influencers for sure. I still hold Volt, never sold, waiting for the wave. Yeah, me too, dude. Now, have I bought and sold Volt? Yeah, I have bought. I bought in and sold Volt. Bought in and sold Volt a couple times. But I still hold my original bag. It's my moon bag. I've always said that. Pablo's a little B. Yeah, I just think he's a bad taste. I've been open and honest about that. Pablo's kicking his Volt trash can over. I don't like Volt. I don't like Pablo either. I've heard him. Yeah, it's just putting people down. I mean, like, dude, we're here for like positivity. We're here to like, we're excited about Pepe, pumping. People are making money. Like this is crypto. This is the meme space. And we should be supporting this and be happy about this, especially if you're calling yourself, especially if you're saying that Volt is the crypto of the people. And then you go and you treat people like trash. That's not the crypto of the people. You don't go treat people like shit. Cause now what you're doing is you're pushing people away from the community that wanted to support it. I wanted to support the community. You guys know me. I was putting out content on them. Volt and they were sponsoring my channel. Voltoshi was super nice during our Telegram conferences. But the thing is that at some point when you have people that are treating you like shit, why would you want to go support it. Usually, you know what I mean? Like, why? Like, let's really talk about that. That's supposed to hack was dude selling 1 trillion. Yeah, Austin talked that shit. I'm just keeping it. You guys know me. I'm keeping it real, dude. Like, I mean, I've actually tagged Pablo in a couple tweets saying, where you at, man? I mean, but the thing is, like, I just think it's bullshit that you come at me all hard on Twitter like you're some kind of like you're some kind of mafia king. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, talking shit, saying that I don't believe in the project and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, no, it's you coming out and saying that make people want to leave the project, make people not want to talk about it. And yes, I still own a bag. I'm still there, but I'm not going to talk about it as long as you're at the helm of this whole thing, because I just don't like you as a person. It's just plain and simple, dude. Austin needs to go horse jockeying until the bull market. Got bad vibes from that guy. Yeah, it just sucks. You shouldn't treat people in your community like shit. I just don't like that. You know what I mean? We're all here to make money. We're all here to join together and have fun. And I get that there's money involved and that can bring out people and get them all upset. But, I just think that there's people in that community that really treat people like shit. And I just don't like it. Do you believe the metaverse plays are over? It's tough, man. I think if you have a good metaverse, I think you're going to be fine, dude. I think you're going to be just fine. When it comes to, I think you're going to have to build them out and you're going to have to get people to adopt them. I think it's going to be tough. You know what I mean? But I don't think that they're over. No, I don't think so. I do think that Web3, which is, again, when I talk about Web3, that's basically the internet operating on the blockchain. I do see that actually going pretty well. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Take care too. Why does that always happen? The devs, etc., are humble as pie when this starts, but they are nice to everyone. But then the project blows up and they turn into complete jackasses and ruin the project. Yeah, and that's not necessarily. I don't think it's like I said. I don't even know who Voltoshi is. He's again. We've talked in Telegram. The last time we spoke, he left me on red. But I mean, he's a busy person. I don't really care about that. It's the people that are helping push it and sort of like the community leaders. And when the community leader is shitting on the community, that's a problem. Like, how is that not a problem? And then coming out here and saying that people that are talking about Pepe, all the influencers that I hear talking about Pepe are trash. So all these Volt influencers out here that are excited about Pepe are now trash, according to you. You got Jake, you're calling Jake trash. You're calling Rodney trash, Believes trash, Jazz trash. Those are all great people, dude. Like, they're all nice people. Like, I've never had issues with them. They're not trash. They're out here excited about a new project launching. And yeah, people might be leaving a project to go over and chase some money. You can't be upset about that. So just shows the immaturity of it. Won't buy Volt because of Pablo. I know he's just protecting his bag and that he and the influencers manipulating the chart. I'm with you, Dranos, 100%. That's 100% what it is. He's seeing his money go down and now he's being protective over it. So he can say whatever he wants, but that's really the truth. Remember how Rodney was when Volt started? He was all mad shit. Yeah, him and I flipped. If you haven't realized, I'm for Volt. I'm for the Volt community. I'm going to tell you right now. I'll say it right now. I am for Volt. I want Volt to be successful. I'm for the Volt community. I am not for those influencers that are pushing Volt that treat people like shit. That's what I'm not for. So I want to make sure that's very clear out here so people can't twist my words on what I'm trying to say. Okay? So let's make that clear. Leave the B, them playing hot potato with Pepe. And that's what's happening, right? Well, sucks to hear the negativity for Volt. Sucks, man. Not to mention I'm down on my fucking bag and now this. I'm like I said, I want the people, like, that sucks to hear that you're down on your bag because people are selling to get into Pepe. And like I said, I do think that Volt will come back. I mean, the dev has been committed to buying back the chart. That is one positive thing about Volt. You'll see that they've just bought it back a little bit just yesterday, right? They put 20 ETH into it on the buyback. So I mean, like, you could see that right here, 19.9 ETH was bought back in. I mean, you can see that over the course of the last 26 buys, there's been 109 ETH put in by the devs right here. I think this is a dev wallet. I'm pretty sure no one else would really be putting in 109 ETH into Volt. So you can see that they are committed to buying this chart back up and to sustain the chart. So like, that is a positive. The one negative is that they need to move on from these assholes. Period. That's just what it comes down to, dude. They think that they're helping the project, but they're not. Because they have people. You can see my whole entire stream. I had 215 people in here, and a majority of you are all saying the same thing I'm saying. Now imagine if that flipped and everyone here, 215 more people were like, "Dude, I'm actually excited now about Volt," because these people aren't there to make us feel like shit for not talking about it or not or selling our bag. The devs don't care that you sell. The devs really don't care that you buy or sell. It's going to taxes to put back into the project and do their thing. So it's just crazy that mentality is out there. I'm good, Josh. How you doing, man? Sometimes we don't get along with people we work with. Just stay positive. Well, that's the thing is I was cool with everything. I was cool until they came, him and, the Aussie guy and all them started calling me a clown because I didn't talk about Volt enough. Like, the fuck are you, man? I don't think he's protecting his bag. I think Pablo's just a donkey cock. Oh my God, Code Core. He's trying to prove he's smarter than everyone. He got lucky. He got in on a good play with Volt, made good money on it, sold his bag. I mean, he had to have sold at some point. You can't go and quit your job if you never sold, right? At some point, he sold his bag to be able to live the life that he's living now. And he puts on Twitter that he's living the great life now and he gets to do all these things. And I'm happy for him, like super happy for him to do all that kind of stuff. But you sold at some point. You were a Jeter at some point, but then you're going to go shit on everyone else for being a Jeter when you were a Jeter too. Like you sold your bag too, bro, to live the life that you're living. And I'm happy that you're living that life. But don't act like you didn't do that to get where you're at. Like you had to. Volt will be fine. I think Volt will be fine too. Volt is going to be great with all the utilities. Make your money while you can. 100%. I think Volt will be fine. Like I said, though, I think that they're pushing more people away with the people that are, the community leaders. We saw that with Saitama. Community leaders pushed away too many people. And you saw it with Shinja. Too many of the leaders out there started pushing away people. Bolt needs a shake-up. I own it, but we'll not talk about it because of the people at the top. Yeah, I agree. You're right. I'm with you. What's up, White Sneaker? Good to see you, man. I'm just waiting for Crypto and Tyler S to talk about Pepe. Yeah, that'd be legit. D-Gens for life. Hell yeah, dude. We are D-Gens. I don't know what Volt is, but I can nearly guarantee you it's dog shit. Kev would say that, dude. Kev's always keeping it at 10,000 feet level there. Man, money talks more than feelings. Not really sure Volt influence really believes their projects they sponsor. Just my opinion. Yeah, that's a hard thing, dude. Trying to really talk about the project. I mean, it's tough, dude. It's tough to come across a project that really has that really is trying to change the space from a technology standpoint. Because a lot of these, a lot of projects it's really hard for technology. Really hard to come up with technology in this space. Imagine Pepe reaches 7 billion. Dude, if it reaches 7 billion market cap, dude, I'm 100,000 here for sure. Rodney ain't fudding Volt. They pay him good. I think he gets paid good with Volt. You know what I mean? Even though the Volt chart's down, I'm still way up on Volt. Pepe's, come on. Hopefully, yeah. I think I'm. Honestly, I think with Volt, dude, if I have to look, I think I'm only up like a 2x on Volt. I think that's where the chart is today. I haven't looked back, but I know Volt's down pretty hard. Let's actually go look at it real quick. I think I'm not as high as I was at one when this thing was pumping. I was actually up like a 4x, almost a 4x. Yeah, I don't think I'm up that high. I think because it launched a little bit higher than this. I'm pretty sure I'm up like I think I'm a 3x up on my bag. I'll probably have to look. Yeah, I think it's almost like a 3 or 4x up on my Volt bag, which is pretty good still, right? I mean, this thing was absolutely, when this thing first came out, I think when it hit all time highs, I think I was at like, I can't remember, but I was like almost, yeah, it was like an 8 or 7 or 8x at one point. First rule of Volt Club is we don't talk about Volt Club. Is there a Volt Club? It was on Binance and Pancake. Volt does not have the capital to build out tech. It's too expensive. Dude, tech is really, really expensive, bro. That's the one thing I've learned with MMAI is tech is super expensive, like super duper. Damn, look at this chart, dude. It's so crazy when you start to pull it back on like a scale. Like, dude, that is nuts. Let me come down a little bit on that. Like, that's a crazy looking chart, and I'm on the day chart. Let's go back to the 1 hour chart. I mean, it just boggles my mind at what we're able to accomplish sometimes. Did you hear Bleav is going to be on around the blockchain on Bitboy? Oh, is he? That's cool, dude. That's super cool. I'm happy for Bleav. Bleav works hard, man. I know people give Bleav a lot of shit for the whole Lily thing and Phantom and all that kind of stuff, but Bleav works really hard. I got to give it to Bleav. I mean, he's very consistent. He's always been super cool to me. Like I said, even if we have different opinions, it's always been fun banter. You know what I mean? Like, it's never been personal, and that's always been what's been really nice about Bleav is it's never been personal. You know what I mean? So I follow Paulo, but he will have to humble up. I do believe Pepe is a wipe off dog meme coins. I think that it's just a different play. they're just using it as tactic, right? It's just marketing. It's like I said earlier, Aztec. It's like when Conor McGregor, everyone got pissed off about Conor McGregor for talking shit to the people, and then eventually people got caught on like this is actually pretty entertaining. And that's sort of what it is, right? And he just said, I don't have anything personal against these people. This is just marketing, dude. I'm selling the fight. And that's what I feel like with Pepe. Pepe's just out there using this as a way to sell the fight, right? And I actually sort of like it. I'll buy the vote floor. Pablo and Jake will always give it a 2 to 3x pump after any long consolidation. But sure, when their 0% is, yeah, if they went to a 0%, dude, the volume would probably ramp up, dude, because people are going to want to accumulate, right? They want to enter at good prices and things like that. So I can see that happening for sure. Volt is awesome. My third largest bag. Pablo is a cock. Oh my god, yeah, Coke Core. You used to have a Volt on the end of your name, so that's pretty crazy, dude, to hear that you hit your third largest bag, but yet the community leader is that you feel that way about the community leader. I'll be here for 10 years, Austin, and 99% of what I call shit will prove me right. You're right, dude. I'm team crypto. We should not be against each other. I'm with you. That was my issue, Aztec, is that we shouldn't be against each other, and that's where I felt with Pablo, right? So yeah, Pablo has me blocked on Twitter. The only problem I have with the main Volt boys is that they think they are the only ones that made millions in crypto and don't know I made way more than either. Yeah, Dondo, and that's so true. You know what I mean? And how did they make millions, Dondo? How do you think that they made millions in crypto? They sold their Volt bags, right? And that's okay. But don't come out here acting as if like you can cheat. I hate that term, but no one else can. You get what I'm saying? Like, for you to live the lifestyle you're living and be happy, you had to have sold your bag at some point. And they can say here, I never sold my Volt. That's bullshit, dude. Come on. If you 10x your Volt and you have and you're up to $1 million or whatever it is that you put in there, you're not going to sell some of your Volt to live your lifestyle. Come on. There are good people in Volt, but they get shit on by assholes. Yeah, that's my issue, dude. It's always been my issue. Guys should cash out and go back down like Shiba. I'm holding Volt for a very long time, and one person doesn't define the whole project. Volt arm, yeah, but you don't want to be a part of it. Cares for everyone. But that's the thing. Way better is that you don't want to interact with it. Like me personally, like I don't want to interact with it because once you have people being assholes to you, like you just don't want to support. You don't want to support them. We see that in the space, and on top of that, like I mentioned one thing in a you get to see like how it was in Jake's stream, right? I wasn't even talking about Volt. I was just talking about meme coins in general should reduce their taxes and create more volume, get more eyes on it, and things like that. That's all I was saying. And people act as if I was talking about Volt. Like that's the craziest sometimes that people in the communities get at. You know what I mean? And it was like, dude, I'm not even talking about. I'm not even talking about Volt. I was just talking about meme coins in general. That I think they are good for the project in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. 3 rising values on Volt will be a big move. I'm up 130,000 in Pepe. Damn, Pablo. What's the best way to short Pepe? Probably MEXC, dude. When Pepe had the first giant dip, Rodney streamed warning people, and now he hiding Pepe. No, now he's right. Did he? I didn't even see that. Did he warn people on Pepe? I didn't know he would warn people on Pepe. That's funny. I believe he's got the text on Jake's stream. Dude, I'm happy that he put in 30K on Pepe and he's up a couple. I think he's like up a couple 100,000 on Pepe or something like that. So I'm glad he made back his money. I'm trying to get some million XRP. I read an article about Shiba Inu Wells. Seiko. I don't know about that. No, that's great that he still holds that. I mean, that's cool, but I mean, you had to sell at some point. I got a bag in Volt and I'm trying to make it. Let's get along. 100% Crypto Hunter. I'm with you, dude. I'm not against Volt. I'm against that guy. No offense to Volt Army, but G is a dumb ass term. I hate it too, dude. When it comes to Pablo, all I can say is jeet that jeet. That's a hard thing to say. Pepe to the moon. I am up on Pepe real nice. Yeah, I think a lot of us are, for sure. Have you seen Digitoads in a pre-sale? Looks really good utility. I have not seen Digitoads. What's up, Shaka? Good to see Shaka in the house here. I think I saw you earlier, Shaka. My bad if I missed you. Dude, a good pullback price. I mean, dude, honestly, I mean this pullback price was filthy, dude. Like a lot of people were buying it. I bought this yesterday. Honestly, dude, I bought this. I was in the car picking up the kids right around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Right there, you can see I was picking up the kids from school. Bought this bad boy, and yeah, I'm up 100x today. You know what I mean? It's a really good buy. But the pullback is probably. I mean, in all reality, the pullback usually goes. So it's probably going to be. It's a tough one, man. It's so hard to predict, but I mean, yeah, probably back into the. You probably want to see it back into the 12s, 11s, somewhere in that ballpark before you buy again. But it could go lower than that, depending on the markets and how things are. You know how this whole thing works. All I want to do is sell Pepe. Let me vent for a second. The Romanian radio beside me is straight abusing. Oh my gosh. Romanian's radio. Listen, I got a bag and bolt and I'm trying to make it. Yes, I think that's good. Ronnie was happy when the Pepe Twitter crashed twice. He was laughing at people on Twitter. He's all in, flip flopper, just like he did with Volt. Oh, dude. One thing that's good about Rodney is that at least you know you're getting someone who's real, right? At least he like, even if he was like saying what he's saying, he's gonna come back and be like, yeah, dude, I fucked up. I'm buying in now. You know what I mean? So at least you're getting that. What do you think is a good pullback? Yeah, I just read that. Austin's Pepe, a few $1 million if you bought 2K and you were up 600. Yeah, I think 7 billion would put me at. I think it was because right now if we're at 7, that'd be a 10x from where I'm at. That put me at probably put me close to a little over 100, like 100 and some odd thousand. 100 and some odd thousand, Gabe, is where it put me. 120,000 roughly, somewhere in that ballpark. Profit. That's profit. That I've already taken I've already taken everything out of a Pepe that I put in. So this is all riding just straight profits. And at some point, I'll cash out. I will cash out at some point. I don't know when it's going to be, but I will probably pull money at some point. But yeah, if it hits a 2, I'll be sitting about 120,000 roughly, give or take. I knew about Digitoad for months. I didn't even heard of that. I bought a bag at 93 yesterday. Hell yeah, dude! Looking forward to the launch on Digitoads. Is it okay to bet on more than one horse in the race, no matter what happens? Dude, I agree. Alpha Line, I'm with you, man. 100%. You bought that dip? Hell yeah, Francis. Francis coming in hot. Hell yeah, Fran. I'd love to hear that, man. Out with the dogs, in with the toads. Hell yeah. Austin, take a look at the Pepe B&B. Still under 2.5 million cap. All right. What's up, Black Ranger? Good to see you, buddy. You said it's I haven't checked the B&B. What is the B? Let's see what the B&B chain's trending right now. The B&B train. You got POV, Hello, Mutant, Neuros, Area. I don't even see anything on here that's like really. You got Doge is running number 9 on there. There's not a lot of things running, right? I'm unplugging the modem till this meme shit dies. Austin, you're the best. Appreciate that, Charbel. Thank you so much. Appreciate the kind words. Ronnie's a super G-Gen and he owns it. 100%, dude. 100%. Out with the dogs, in with the toads. I agree. 0.00 would be great if it gets back to, because 24-hour low is point. Yeah. Let's go back to the Ethereum. I don't know any of the Pepes that are on. But I mean, the liquidity is so strong on this thing. It's crazy. So you're thinking 12s would be great, low 15s. I think it's probably, it could probably come back down to these original highs. If not, hopefully drop a little bit further if I were to test buying again. We got to leave the emotions out. These projects, everyone is here to make money. Some are aiming for that few thousand. Yeah, dude, I'm Crypto Hunter. I'm speaking it, man. You're laying it down there. I appreciate the hell out of it, dude. Yeah, that's exactly it, man. But people get their emotions wrapped up and they start treating people like shit. And I'm not with that. You know what I mean? Unless these people are deserving of it. And selling your bag for another project or selling to take profits is not a way to chastise people and make them think that like now they're worse off than you. Like I don't like that holier than thou complex. I can sell, but you can't. You're a Jeep. I'm not, even though I sold to take profits. Like that whole, I hate that, dude. I'm always here, Austin, just in the background. I appreciate that, man. I made $20, but should have just left it. Yeah, dude. I mean, I get it, dude. That Pepe B&B is not an official Pepe. Okay. I was like Rodney and faded Pepe in the beginning, But within a week of launch, I was like, what the fuck? You can't deny its momentum and the potential. Pepe is extremely recognizable and fun. That's what it is, cool. That's really what it comes down to for me. It's good to see you, buddy. I feel like I haven't seen Talk to Cool in a minute. But yeah, I saw Pepe. When I saw Pepe, I think Rob Got It was telling me about Pepe, like the freaking 10 million market cap. There was a lot of people in here telling me about Pepe. And I just was like, I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I didn't really say much on it. And then I was looking it up one day and all these things sort of came out about the Bored Ape Yacht Club and then like the SHIB thing. And I was like, you know what, dude, I'm going to put a couple $1,000 into it. And then I didn't say anything about it for a long time. I probably like 4 days. And then finally it was like, okay, there's actually some momentum behind this. And then that's when I came out and really started, I put a tweet out there saying, did anyone else buy into Pepe? And, yeah, and then we were just rocking with it and having fun. And that's what it was. And we're just looking for fun. It wasn't like we were trying to like, oh, this way or that way, or let's be all upset about this. It was like, dude, like this is actually fun. We've been waiting for this for 9 months, 9 to 10 months. We've been waiting for some fun, and we finally are getting it. And then people are shitting on people for it. Like, come on. But it's good to see people finally recognize it for what it is. You know what I mean? Because it really, that's what it is. POV is Pepe. Pepe wants everyone to know the doggy style and then with the froggy style. The froggy style. I instantly thought of cool on that one for some reason too. I don't even know where you buy that. You think it's too late to be into Pepe? You know what? I'm going to go back to what I originally said here, dude. This volume is where SHIB was. This is the same volume that's going through Pepe as the volume that was going through SHIB at this point. This is that initial run by Pepe right here. This little dot. That's Pepe. I'm going to be honest. That's exactly where Pepe is at right now, guys. That's where this is where when we bought into SHIB was sitting right around at 420. We could probably go back and actually check the market cap. What was let's go back. Shiba Inu market cap history. Let's look at their market cap history. See if we can actually pull it up here. Because I'm pretty sure that you could actually pull this up and see what their market cap was. So let's get this out of here real quick. Let's see, time period. Let's go back to 420 of 2021. Let's go April of 2021. Let's go to we'll just do today. We'll just do May 4th of 2021. Oops. May 4th of 2021. We'll just see like what it was. Select. Okay, so here we go. So no thanks. So dude, look at the volume coming through here, dude. Oh my gosh. They actually don't show the market cap. But look at the volume coming through these days, right? 361 million. 271 million. I mean, these things were going nuts, dude. We could probably actually let's go further out. Let's go into 31st. And I mean, you can see this thing just gets picked up. Look at this, dude. 464, 467, 518, 585. Look at the market cap, dude. 4 billion market cap at these times. Look at this, guys. It went from 0, 0, 0, 0, and all of a sudden, dude, it was like, look at the market caps. So we're sitting at a 3 billion market cap at these prices right here. Let's go back to it was sitting at this market cap, right? And it went up to 8. So by February May 15th, 2021, it was sitting at an 8.8 billion market cap. Oh my god, dude, that is so fucking crazy, dude. It was doing 2 billion in market. So let's go back to the chart. Look at this, dude. This is what it was. Look at that. 100 right where we're at, man. And this thing has a potential. I mean, this is when it was going crazy. Look at that. This is when the thing was rallying with GMC, but I mean, or GME. But yeah, look at these, dude. I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't know. When you start to really peel this back, there's just potential, dude. That's all I got to say. There's just potential. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if it can, but you know, if we can go back and look at these market caps like this, I mean, look at the market cap that was on this. 4 billion, 4 billion, 4 billion, went all the way to 8 billion, 7 billion, 8 billion. Let's extend this out. Let's go back. Let's go into June now. Let's just go June 30th. Select. Yeah, so then it went back down to these markers, right? And we're still sitting around 3 billion market cap. So June 30th, we're sitting at a 4 billion market cap on June 30th. Where are we at? So even when it was flatlined out here, it started to come down. We're doing 374 million in 24-hour trade volume, but we're sitting at a 4 billion market cap. So today, when you look at Pepe, can it get to those levels? I don't know. But if it did, you could see the returns on this thing, right? The returns are going to be massive. Yeah, and it hasn't even been listed on any exchanges. I would agree, Dondo. Hasn't even been listed on any top tier exchanges. And the cool thing about the top tier exchanges, I've said this before, is that when you get listed on a Binance or a Coinbase, they come and buy that up. They're coming and buying that liquidity. It's not like Pepe's providing that liquidity. The exchange buys that liquidity. They're owning that liquidity. That's why they're so hard to get on, because these exchanges aren't just going to go buy every shitcoin out there or every coin or token. It's because they're forking out their own money for that liquidity on it. That's why they're actually investing in this project by buying up that project and putting it on their exchange. That's why you see the Coinbase effect, the Binance effect. It's because they're buying it. They're the ones that are out there actually purchasing this thing up. So that's the difference here. They're not providing the liquidity out here. That's why these exchanges, you don't see a run on these exchanges anymore, because these exchanges aren't out there buying up this liquidity. You're providing the liquidity to them. So all you're doing is just actually giving them money to trade on their platform. That's why you don't see a spike in prices when you go on exchanges. We were duped back in the day, 2-3 years ago, when they would go on these exchanges. The dev team would pump the chart as if it was the exchange doing it, but it was just the dev team getting you all guys fully excited and, oh my God, they're on an exchange, look at it, it's running. And that's not how it works. You get these top tier exchanges like Coinbase and Binance and Kraken, and those ones, yeah, they'll buy your liquidity. So again, that's how it works. Look at the Bollinger Bands and the MACD on Pepe is going down. Wait to buy the dip. Yeah, I'm waiting. Like I said, I'll probably wait for it to come back down until like the 12, 11, somewhere in that ballpark before I even pull it up. I concur. In my opinion, Pepe started with the bull market. I wish top exchanges would grab Pepe already. Yeah, me too, dude. Our price, I think we'll go up there. My dad just sent me a text. He said AMD jumps 9% on report. Microsoft is collaborating on AI chip push. This is what I'm preaching. It's all about to blow up with high tech leading the way. So my father thinks that high tech is going to crush it and is on the road to recovery. So he wants me to put that out there. Waiting for the gas fees to cool off. Yeah, that's hard. Pepe helps us enjoy the bear market while we wait for the bull market. 100%, dude. I wish a top exchange would grab it. I do too, man. What's up, Dr. Rob? Good to see you, bro. For those who missed the 6 or 7s, life-changing money from Doge and SHIB can surely get those numbers from Pepe, but putting $20 to $100, you won't see those. Yeah, I'm with you, Dondo. You got to probably put a couple $1,000 in to get a ride. Because even if you put a couple $1,000 in today, so we're sitting at let's just do the math right now. So we're sitting at a 606, let's just say we're at a 600, we're just going to use 600 million market cap, right? So we know that to get from a 600 million market cap to a $6 billion market cap, right? So we go 600 million, and I think it's going to be a 10x, right? 600 million times 10 would put you at a 6 billion market cap. So that's a 10x from right now. So you put $1,000 in, you're going to be sitting on 10,000 if it gets to a 6 billion market cap. The question is, do you think it's going to get to a 6 billion market cap? I don't know, right? For it to 1x from where it's at today, right now, you're going to have to go from literally a 600 million market cap to a 1.2 billion market cap for it to literally double in price from today. So that's why I said the higher this thing goes, the higher it is to double to X your money, right? So in all reality, if it were to get to a 60 billion market cap, you're going to be looking at 100x, right? Isn't that 100x times 100? Is a 60 billion market cap, yeah. So if it gets to a 60 billion market cap, which we saw with SHIB get to a 60 billion market cap in, it's going to be October. Let's just go October. Oops. Let's go April to October. Let's just go to November. We'll see November 30th. Okay. Oops. 2021. Let's go to November 30th. Select. All right, so we can see here. Now look at this thing, dude. This thing went to a 20 billion market cap. This thing went all the way up to a 39. Let's see, 39. So it reached a 40 billion market cap in a bull run. 40 billion market cap is where it reached roughly 39.44 billion, right? So I mean, even if it were to get to a 40 billion market cap, I mean, you're talking like an 80. What is that? An 80x on that, right? 600 million times 80. You're sitting on a 48 million market cap, so a little less than that. So you're sitting on like a 70x from where you're at if it were to ever hit this number. Again, these are all hypothetical here. I'm not saying this is going to happen. Like, trust me, like the chances are very slim. But we never thought that SHIB would do what it did, so we can never sit there and say that Pepe couldn't do what it did. And I did a 100x short trade on Pepe, got totally wrecked, dude, devastated. You did not take my advice, Pat Murphy. Get the hell out of here. And you probably don't even know how to leverage trade. There's not much I can say because my job, but tech companies are building data centers, chip plants, etc., all here in the U.S. Tech might be the ticket. I think it is. Austin, I'm biting the bullet for Blaze. Dude, they blocked me. This is when you know a token is a complete fucking scam, dude. And Blaze token is a scam, dude. I can't even get on there. Someone tagged me in it. And I clicked on it, and I didn't even know it. I'd have to find it again, but I can't even get there because they blocked me. Because obviously it's because Levi, right? He's a little salty ass soy boy, right? 191 people watching. Smash that like button. Yes. Bitmart has it easy for purchase. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, it seems Pepe hit resistance, hoping for a 30 to 50% decrease. Yeah, and then someone's going to buy it up and run it up. That's another big one. There's a lot going on that people don't see right away. It's actually really freaking crazy, man. It is. I would agree with you on that. But yeah, Bitmart. Some of the exchanges are pretty cheap to buy Pepe on, so definitely follow that up. Sorry, I think I got. Let's follow up. I should probably close this poll. What was our original poll on this? We got okay, so ended up being 66% believe that meme coins with taxes will die. So pretty good, man. I'll end the poll there so it's not popping up in everyone's feed. Pat Murphy. 191 people smash that like button. Appreciate you, Joshua. Oops. I think went live. Please join Elon Musk, accept Pepe for Tesla. Oh my God, dude. But all right, guys, I've been on for an hour and a half. Appreciate everyone coming on here talking Pepe. Again, everything's possible. You just never know. And that's just is what it is, dude. But this is where it was sitting at 9 billion, 19 billion, 35 billion. Geez, dude, look at the billions coming in on 24-hour trade volume. Insane for a SHIB, right? So you'd have to sort of see these levels for Pepe to get there. Doesn't mean it can't happen. So very, very interesting turn of events. But we'll see where this goes today. A lot of people weren't thinking it was going to get to 16. So yeah, appreciate you guys coming on here. Thank you guys so much. Blaze is that scammer guy. Yeah, dude, Blaze, don't even touch it, dude. What's the point? What's the point? He's going to come out. He should have came out with a Pepe Blaze or something like that. So, but yeah, peace out, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back on here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a great one, everyone. Peace out.